You may be wondering, how long does it take to register your business in the UAE and specifically in Dubai, because that's where most people register their companies. The answer is very straightforward, and it is very pleasant to know that it should only take your business about 1 week to a maximum of 2 weeks to register in the UAE. Now, this goes for a mainland company or a free zone company. It should only take about 7 working days in total from start to receiving your business license. Now, this is in general because sometimes this process may be a little bit longer depending on the type of business activities your company has. So let me give you a quick breakdown of what is easy to set up and what takes a lot longer to set up. If you wanted to set up a company in the finance space, this will most definitely take you more time. If it's a trading firm, a crypto company, whatever it may be in the finance space, this will definitely take you longer. So that 7-day timeline will not apply in those cases. It could take even multiple weeks to even multiple months. Again, depending on the scale and size of your company and what you seek to do. Now, one more thing you should note is that companies in the education space that are giving out certificates, diplomas, have to go through further approvals and have to go through more processes. So this again will take you much longer. So if your company has to get approval in the academic zone, then you cannot expect to have your license issued within only 7 days. You should expect even 1 to 2 months, depending on exactly what you are doing and in what area you are registering your business in. Now, the last thing that you should know is the non-government waiting times. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Once you submit all the required documents to the government, it's up to them to process this, and that's where that 7-day timeline comes from. But before you even do this, there's many things you need to do. You need to prepare all the correct documents. You have to have all the correct information, select all the required activities, choose the right free zone, and this could actually be a majority of the time in addition, of course, to actually the government processing time. So if you're doing it on your own, this may take you a few weeks to a few months. If you're doing it through an agency, again, it might take you a few weeks to a few months depending on who you work with. And that's why it's really important to work with the right team. For example, us at GenZone here, we'll make sure that everything is handled for you right away in 1 day so that you can start your application as soon as possible and you can get started as soon as possible. Because as I'm sure you've probably already heard, a lot of people have issues with agencies that are not responsive once they get your money. They don't want to help you as much as they did before they got their money, or you gave them the money and then after that they don't really care about you anymore and don't even do anything for you. And that's why it's very important to choose the right agency to help you with your process. You want someone who's going to reply to you quickly, going to actually get the right information so that there's no amendments needed down the line, no changes, no fixes, no headaches down the line. You want everything to be smooth. You want everything to be done quickly so that you don't have to wait weeks going back and forth with the free zone or the agency trying to determine what is right and what is wrong. So I will say it's extremely important to check Google reviews. Obviously, if you see a lot of Google reviews, like 100 reviews every single day, or just a bunch of reviews every single day and they just look fake, they're probably fake. So it's very important to actually look out for things like that. Look out for testimonials to see what agency is actually providing a good service and what agency isn't. Because it should really only take you about 7 business days to set up your business. Us, we usually do it in about 4 business days, but 7 is a very normal timeline. And of course, after that, what you have to do is set up your medical appointments, your biometrics appointment. You also have to set up your banking appointment. So this also takes a lot more time, and it can be really cut down if you do it with the right agency. For example, us, we set up everything for you. It's super streamlined. You have a VIP service so that you don't have to stress out about anything. Look for the right banker, look for the right bank, look for the right appointments, the timelines. We handle everything for you so that you just have to show up and then go back home and wait for your documents to come in the mail. And for reference, I've seen people do it alone and it would take them 6 months to 1 year to complete the entire process. And of course, with some agencies, the timeline could even be the same. Some people never even getting their license if the agency they worked with just simply scammed them. And of course, if you work with an agency like GenZone, we can do this entire process for you in as little as just 30 days from start to finish, where you start by paying, of course, and you end off the process by actually having your physical Emirates ID in your hand and actually being able to open up your bank account with that Emirates ID. So if someone told you it took them 6 to 12 months to set up their business and complete everything, well, their experience doesn't need to be yours, because you can have everything done in just as little as 30 days without any headaches, without any stress. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please book a call with us down below and we would be more than happy to give you a free guide on exactly how we can help you get to where you want to get to. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment them down below and we would be more than happy to answer them for you.